Hello, everyone, and welcome. And today we are actually here to do an introductory talk for Slovakia. We have our dearest Badjargal introducing DRPF into Slovakia, and we have a very sweet translator for us, Tatiana. Thank you, Tatiana, for being here as
Thank
well
you.
to help us. Thank you so much. And
Thank
I
you.
would pass it over to Badjargal to give a few words to start off, and then we will go further in.
Okay. Then to Bagi. Um, Nikki, ja sa predstavujem ako pre slovenskú stranu a predstavujem vám nás a mňa a moju spoločnosť a rada by sme predstavili vlastne, čo spoločnosť robí. A je. A to je všetko. Nikki. Can I speak to Buggy?
Yes, of course.
Buggy, môžeš hovoriť vlastne niečo o slovenskej strane. Can she speak about Slovakia on
Yes,
her
of
side?
course, of course, yes.
Buggy, can you speak about this company? Môžeš hovoriť o tejto spoločnosti a ty o sebe a čo robíš? A táto spoločnosť, čo vlastne ide robiť?
Tak. Milí slovenskí ľudia, tak pozdravujem vás. Volám sa Bačarga, pochádzam z Mongolska a žijem na Slovensku 30 rokov. A z toho som posledných 7 rokov venovala a učím o svojich učiteľov od S to MEP vedy. Aby som bolo presnejší a prečo som študovala a čo je to, mala som problémy pred 10 rokmi, veľmi stresovaná bola. A vďaka tej stresi som dostala choroby jeden za druhým. A tak som šla na dno. A preto som potrebovala rýchlo uzdraviť. Tak som hľadala alternatívne riešenie. Hľadala som učiteľa, ktorý ma bude smerovať. A som aj našla na DRPF. Aby to nebolo veľa, tak preložte a potom pokračujeme.
Into English. Buggy, she said that she's living in Slovakia since she's living for 30 years in Slovakia, and she's got she had disease which makes her change her belief, and she started to after this disease she decided to change her lifestyle and go to join this company also after her historical because she was struggling, then she joined this company ASE to me.
Ace to MEF, science, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, and she's here actually, and she enjoyed to work with you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
She could see the change and the shift after.
Yeah, she shifted to a different level. That's why she's joined company in meantime.
Right.
Yeah.
Vďaka tomu som uzdravila a zo mňa sa stala, že taký trošku pokojnejším človekom. A keď som stala pokojnejší, uvedomila som, že moje okolie je pokojné. A tak som ďalej študovala, prečo som bola chorá, chcela som zistiť príčinu aj tak ďalej. Uvedomila som si, že každý človek má, keď je trochu venuje sebe a keď je trošku pracuje so sebou, sa stane sa lepším človekom, ale my nevieme ako. Tak preto som poprosila svoju učiteľku, čo snažia robiť jej kampani, estimate, mapie, čo je to. Aby ľudia videli, lebo to je ich TV, kde som našla, že veľmi jednoduché cvičenie a veľmi jednoduché princípy a veľmi jednoduché pochopenie, aby to každý človek rozumel. A tak keď som tu žijem 30 rokov, prečo by som nemohla pre Slovensko niečo také rozšíriť? A chcela by som stať takým mostikom pre ľudí.
Really, she is saying that when she started be calmer because she started study about everything and she started be calmer. She shift to another actually level. She tried to search about about causes of what she had like disease, and she met the teacher after in meantime, and she started see that this disease can be cause of something underlying issue in the different level, not physical. Yeah. And she enjoyed she want to make a bridge between company from the on a different in different country from different country to Slovakia. She would like to interconnect this knowledge and go to Slovakia from another country, transfer the knowledge.
Yes, of course. I have seen Bat Jargal for I don't know how many years now, few years, and I have seen the shift in her.
Mhm.
You know, how she was before and how she is now. So I'm very happy that she has grown and come to this stage that she has seen the changes and she wants to help others. That is the key. You know, it's not about keeping knowledge to yourself, it's about helping people realize what is the potential that lies within each one of us. It's not limited, it's limitless.
Yeah. Nikki, your teacher, she knows Baggy, and she can. I'm so sorry, Baggy. Tvoj učiteľ vidí, ako ty si povyrástla, ako si sa zmenila, a vlastne ona chce aj druhým ľuďom ukázať, že je to možné aj pre druhých ľudí. Že ako ty si vlastne príkladom, čiže chce ukázať pre druhých ľudí, ako sa to dá prekonať nejaké tie zmeny, ako môžeš vlastne prejsť do inej úrovne takého, že myslenia. Tak. Takže videla, že si sa totálne zmenila k dobru.
Jasne, presne tak. A som rada, že aj ďačná svojej učiteľke, Nikile, že som poprosila a nás rád, že sa súhlasila, aby pre slovenskí ľudí, pre Slovensko niečo robiť. A som vesmírne nadšená z toho.
Baggy, she's very pleased and to do something for Slovakia people, especially.
Yeah.
And she is very happy, pleased that she can show them what she has done, what work she has done.
Perfect. Amazing. So what now I will go deeper in. Okay. By the way, my name is Nikila. I did not introduce myself. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm Nikila, and this company was founded by my father, Dr. Ramesh, and both my parents are medical doctors. And I want to give you, a story, to start with a story, because that's what makes a beautiful, why this started, why this company started. So I want to start with this story.
Nikki, she would like, ona by chcela začať so svojím príbehom. Je to dlhší príbeh. Nikki má otca doktora a rada by porozprávala o svojej histórii, o svojom detstve.
Okay. So my father is an orthopedic and trauma surgeon, and my mother is a pediatrician.
Mhm.
My mother developed rheumatoid arthritis in the late 1980s. And at that time, the only medicine for this was anti-cancer medicine. And being doctors and, being arthritis related to the bone, my father was like, how can there be no reason for this disease? There has to be some root cause. And how come there is no cure? So that is where the journey began. Because as doctors, you know the side effects of anti cancer medicine. And that is something they didn't want to take. And okay, first translate this, then I go further.
Yeah. My Nikki, ona sa predstavila a jej otec je doktor, chirurg a mama pediatrička. A ona vlastne v 1980, 1990, your mom,
1980s, late
90.
1980s, she developed, yeah.
A neskôr je 80. roky. Ona dostala vlastne rakovinu, reumatidnú artritidu najprv a potom to bola rakovina. Avšak potom vlastne jej otec začal skúmať, že to, keďže začala brať proti rakovine lieky, tak otec začal skúmať, že chcel vlastne stopnúť tie lieky a začal skúmať, čo je vlastne ten koreň tej choroby, čo to vyvoláva. Čo je za tým, tak v podstate sa k tomu dostal a začal to vlastne skúmať. A to je asi, yeah.
Okay.
And your father started studying the cause of the
Yes.
cancer.
He started exploring alternative, options. What are the alternative options? That is when the curiosity, he was always someone who was very curious, to learn more. Even as a doctor, when he was studying in medical college, he would ask the professors, if this problem happens, how does it know it needs to do this process, right? And the professor said that the brain gives the signal. So then he's like, what is giving the brain the signal to do this? So there is something deeper. But of course, there was a limitation in medical knowledge that this is what it is and this is what we know, right? So him being curious, that is when my mother had this issue, he started exploring alternative methods. That is when the journey began, eventually leading up to him developing all these techniques as well, because there was a lot of learning, but he also noticed some limitations and he said, no, there is something beyond. So that is how the journey began, and eventually leading up to the formation of his own techniques and company.
But then otec Niky začal teda skúmať, v podstate začal viac študovať a ako doktor vlastne sa chcel dostať na koreň veci, pretože neveril tomu, začal vlastne ten mozgové signály, že ktorý signál to spôsobuje v mozgu. A stále vlastne mu to vrtalo hlavou ako doktor, pretože videl tie limitácie, aké sú vlastne ako doktor, a tým pádom vlastne sa začal zaoberať tým a študovať a preto sa chcel dostať na koreň veci a vlastne tým začal vytvárať túto spoločnosť. Tým začala vlastne tá cesta toho formovanie tej spoločnosti a formovanie vlastne tej myšlienky ako keby, ktorú vlastne pretransferoval sem.
Okay, so now let's go into our mission. We want to empower individuals worldwide, to deprogram their limitations. And why I'm saying deprogram is because, you know, throughout our journey, as we grow as a child, we are programmed. Program means, even in the education, or this is the way you should do it, this is not the way you should do it. So it's to deprogram any limitation blocks, and to experience what is the truth, because your experience is your truth. That is the most important. So for people to understand what is the hidden potential within themselves.
Mhm. Takže vlastne v podstate Nikki hovorí, že ona vlastne, dá sa povedať, že od detstva, alebo v podstate odtedy, keď začneme vzdelanie, my máme program nejaký a ona vlastne, ich misia je deprogramovať alebo odprogramovať také limitácie, ktoré spôsobujú naše skúsenosti, čiže vlastne čo veríme, naše skúsenosti, dá sa povedať, že čo veríme, to vidíme, ale vlastne tam je viac za tým, že to není o našej skúsenosti, lebo my veríme, my musíme veriť, vlastne odprogramovať tie svoje limitácie. Ináč tie limitácie uvidíme, alebo to je naša skúsenosť. Takže my to musíme odprogramovať a to je vlastne ich misia. Vlastne naša misia je odprogramovať a vidieť, že je za tým niečo viac. Áno.
Okay. So what you need to understand, simple. If we get a cut, it clots and heals on its own, right? You will maybe put ice or something, but eventually the healing process happens on its own. As a doctor, my father, orthopedic surgeon, if the bone breaks, example, it's a fracture, you plaster it together, but the bone healing happens on its own. So you need to understand that we came with all the potential. It's just that we have not been taught where to tap into that potential. Where does that reside within our body, and how to tap into it to strengthen it with our awareness, with our consciousness and energy.
No, napríklad, čomu musíme rozumieť, Nikki hovorí, pretože keď napríklad urobíme nejaký, dajme tomu, si rozrežeme niečo, dajme tomu, že kosť alebo niečo, tak vlastne v podstate aj tak tá kosť sa hojí sama o sebe, zlomenina sa hojí sama o sebe. Čiže my musíme vlastne odokryť ten potenciál, ktorý máme, ktorý vyvolá vlastne to samoliečenie, ktorý my máme vlastne v tom mozgu, pretože vlastne ten potenciál vyvolá samoliečenie. A to je práve, to je to vlastne, že kam tým smerujeme v podstate, čiže...
Okay. So, like I said, awareness, consciousness, energy. We need to strengthen this awareness, consciousness, energy in order to manifest, enrich, and fulfill. And understand that manifest, enrich, and fulfill is a process that all of us are doing constantly. I will give you examples after this.
Takže vlastne v podstate to uvedomenie je na to, aby sme posilnili obohatenie, manifestovanie a naplnenie. A teraz Nikki nám dá príklad.
Okay. Now, manifestation. Example, let's say somebody gets pregnant, right? That is a creation, that is a manifestation. correct? 9 months is the pregnancy. You are sustaining, you're enriching the pregnancy. The mother is having, the right food, doing yoga, having the supplements. You are sustaining and enriching so that your manifestation of having a baby is enriched and ultimately fulfilled when the baby is born, right? Then it starts again the process. Now to take care of the baby, the baby to start crawling, you have the right environment for the baby. So this is a process which is always happening since conception.
Takže ten príklad je o tehotenstve. Keď žena je tehotná, tak musí udržiavať tehotenstvo počas tých 9 mesiacov a vlastne musí vyživovať sama seba aj plod. A tým pádom, aby mala to dieťatko, čiže to dieťatko to je vlastne naplnenie tej manifestácie. A tým, že to dieťatko potom začne vlastne už potom behať, keď ho vyrastie, ale o to ide, že vlastne to naplnenie to je, že my musíme udržiavať vlastne tú manifestáciu, aby sme to naplnili. Takže je.
So now what we're doing is that some things are automatically happening, but some things there are goals which we want to achieve, or desires or dreams. Those are a part of our soul, a part of our purpose of why we are here in this world. Okay. And even, for example, you have, let's say, a problem, a health problem or emotional, whatever it is. We are always looking for a solution. We are manifesting, we want to manifest a solution, right? So no matter what, that aspect, MEF science, is something about our life.
Takže vlastne v podstate, čo sa deje tuto, to, že napríklad my si vlastne manifestujeme počas života školu alebo také veci, ktoré sa vlastne automaticky stávajú. Avšak my si neuvedomujeme, že vlastne našim dôležitým účelom života je manifestovať si dobré veci, také, ktoré a naplniť ich, aby sa naše sny splnili. A v podstate to je náš účel života, že aby sme manifestovali to, čo si tiež aj prajeme, čo okrem tých automatických manifestácií.
Okay. And I'll give you one more example, and I'll ask you, Tatiana, just as an example. Let's say you hear, your child crying. Okay. What is the first response when your child is crying? Usually, most mothers, example.
Maybe automatic, like straight away. Maybe I will I have to. It will be automatic like response. Then.
Yeah. What will you do if your baby is crying? What will you do? What is your first response?
Yeah, I have to stop, of course, and I have to
you pick up the child.
Yeah, pick up the child. I have to
Right.
stop. Yeah, I have to calm the child, and looking for the issue, what the cause, what is causing the crying.
Yes. Okay. So awareness. You're aware the baby is crying. Okay. Your consciousness. You take action. That is when you calm the child down, and then you give the energy or whatever it requires, whatever the baby requires. Example, right?
Yes.
So our body also communicates with us, in different ways. Even pain is a communication. It can't say it in words, but our body is constantly communicating. And that is the key thing, communication. That we need to know how to communicate with our body, and work on it. Give it the right focus and attention. That is important.
Takže Niky povedala príklad na mňa, že čo urobím, ak moje dieťa by plakalo, takže ho zoberiem a samozrejme, že ukludním a potom niečo urobím tak, aby prestalo plakať, čiže akcia. No a vlastne v podstate hovorí, že my musíme komunikovať so svojím telom, aby sme rozumeli. A vlastne kľúčom je komunikácia s našim telom. To znamená, že my musíme aj počúvať, čo je komunikácia.
Okay. And awareness is our highest sense. And after awareness comes consciousness. Consciousness is our awareness during the hours that we are awake. So awareness is working at the highest speed. Consciousness is slower than awareness. And followed by that is energy. By energy, we do not mean electricity, but rather our potential, which is within us. How much are we actually using? Most of the people are using only 3%. So how can we raise that potential? That is what we are here for.
Mhm. Takže vlastne v podstate my máme vlastne uvedomenie. Uvedomenie je ďaleko vyššie, vlastne to je vyššie ja a potom je vedomie. Vedomie je naše vlastne to, čo je nižšie, je pomalšie vedomie. A potom je naša energia, dá sa povedať, nemyslí sa ako energia napríklad vykurovanie, ale normálne ako energia, čiže náš potenciál, ktorý my využívame iba z 3%, čiže zvyšok nevyužívame. Takže to je vlastne to, aby sme využili viac toho potenciálu ako tie 3%.
Okay. So, one more story. You are walking on a street in the dark. Nobody is there. Okay. And you feel, keyword being, you feel somebody is following you. Okay. And you turn around. And you see someone very far, you see somebody is there. Now, the key word being feel, because why I'm talking about this is because our heart, the field of the heart is way bigger than the field of our brain. Our brain will only be able to calculate if someone is following us if they can see or hear. That is why I said the key word being feel. So we need to understand that our heart is our powerhouse. There is an anatomy beyond the physical anatomy which is present, and that is what we need to explore and tap into. Those are the techniques we teach.
Takže vlastne poviem vám príklad, napríklad v tme vás niekto prenasleduje. A tam zrazu my cítime, že nás niekto prenasleduje, avšak to znamená, že srdcom cítime, vlastne to je srdce, avšak mozog to necíti. Mozog necíti, iba mozog koná, ale srdce to je práve to je vlastne ten koreň našeho všetkého, sídlo v podstate tých emócií a tých uvedomení. Takže vlastne to je práve o tom hovoríme. To je naše, dá sa povedať, že vlastne také hovorenie alebo také kľúčové slovo. Srdce, čiže srdcom cítime. A to je práve naše učenie, že všetko vlastne, aby sme sa napojili na ten potenciál, ktorý prechádza zo srdca, ktoré vychádza zo srdca. Takisto.
Okay. You know, stress is the ultimate cause of all problems, you know. And how does stress happen? Stress happens because of persistent thinking also. All of us, many of us, not all of us, many of us in this world, we are bombarded with so much information. And year by year, you can see generation by generation, how much is there on media, social news, everything. We have so much information that we are always thinking, you know, and it has caused a lot of fluctuation. Is this right? Is this wrong? Should I do this? Should I not do this? You know, and that thinking process, overthinking process, you are using up 80% of your body's resources in this thinking process. So imagine how much of the resources that can be applied to your body for any other healing or constant sustenance is being taken away. So the first goal is also that we need to, our brain is beautiful, it is a tool, but it should not be overused. Think of any machine. If it is overused, eventually something is going to happen. So we need to ensure that we need to come out of this overthinking process and come into our present, into a balanced, centered state.
Takže napríklad stres. My sme v dnešnej dobe bombardovaní stresom a stále na nás prichádzajú nejaké problémy a tak ďalej, alebo čo nás spôsobuje stres. A vlastne my stále máme, premýšľame, máme plno myšlienok v sebe a viete si predstaviť, že koľko zaberá to stále premýšľanie o niečom, čo je nepotrebné ani. A to je 80% toho premýšľania zaberá mozog. A mozog my nemôžeme takto zneužívať. Mali by sme využívať tých 80 v podstate lepšou formou, alebo ten mozog nemali by sme stále premýšľať dookola, pretože potom mozog sa zaťažuje a nemusí fungovať tak, ako má. Je to dôležité, aby sme sa sústredili, aby sme nepremýšľali veľa, čiže vlastne tým pádom, keby je čistejšie ten kanál.
Okay. And you know, one more, I'll give you examples because this is interesting, you know, for people to understand. You know, let's say you are alone in a room, let's say, there is no food. And there is somebody who has food and you ask them, can you please, you know, I'm very hungry, you know, and they say no. You will eventually say, okay, no problem. You will feel little hungry. Eventually the hunger leads up to what? The hunger leads up to maybe a headache, then irritation after some time, you know, and then it can lead up to anger as well, right? It affects your emotion. Now, what can people do when they are so hungry for days together? What can they lead to? They can steal. It can lead to that, right? Eventually, or something. So you see how a stress of not even getting a food, eventually, what it can lead to. And this is just basic.
Dám vám príklad, keď napríklad sme sami v nejakej miestnosti a kde nemáme my jedlo a je tam niekto, kto má to jedlo, poprosí ho o jedlo, avšak on nám povie nie, že nie. No a tým pádom, tým, že sme hladní, tak začneme mať bolesti hlavy, sme iritovaní, hnevať sa, začneme a tak ďalej. A čo nás potom začne viesť k tomu, vlastne ten hlad, tá príčina, že sme hladní, tak začneme asi konať, že začneme kradnúť.
Okay.
Mhm.
But this also happens. So this was a physical stress leading to the mental emotional stress, right? Now, understand one thing, okay? Emotions. Do you feel love? Do you feel anger? Or do you see it? You feel it, right? So you have to understand emotions are working at a higher speed than the physical body. The mental, emotional, all of this is working at higher speeds. Just like an ice cube is solid, right? If you heat it, you're increasing the speed. It becomes liquid. You keep boiling the water, the liquid, it eventually evaporates. The speed is becoming higher. So our physical body is more solid. So the mental and emotional is working at higher speeds. Now understand emotional stress and mental stress also leads to a physical problem. Okay? So anything when you are out of ease is a dis-ease. Not just the medical diseases that we know, but whenever you're out of ease, you're not in that comfort. You're in dis-ease, that mood.
Mhm. Takže v podstate ešte dokončím vlastne tú story, že vlastne ten príbeh je o tom, tým, že začneme kradnúť, to je vlastne ten stres toho, že nemáme a my vlastne potom my máme, vlastne musíte rozumieť, že máme emócie, kde vlastne, ktoré sú na vyššej tiež úrovni a napríklad keď roztopíme, dajme tomu, že niečo pevné do tekutého skupenstva, tak to tekuté skupenstvo má vlastne vyššiu rýchlosť a my musíme rozumieť, že emócie a fyzikálne, vlastne fyzické, keď sme napríklad emócie, keď začnú byť v nekomforte, tak prechádzajú do fyzického stresu, alebo vlastne fyzicky sa prejavia ako stres, alebo a potom prechádzajú do dis-ease, to znamená, že ease je vlastne ľahkosť, ľahký, ale disease je neľahký, čiže prechádzajú do choroby. Keď ideme fyzicky a stres a to prechádza do choroby.
Okay. So, number one, we need to, awaken the teacher within ourselves. There is something in us, in our heart, which is the powerhouse, which guides us through life. Okay? It is not outside, it's inwards. Others may show you possibilities, but what have you come here for? Decision making also. People have a problem with making decisions. That itself, the answer is within. Okay? So the first step is we need to awaken the teacher within ourselves.
Takže prvý krok je, my musíme zobudiť učiteľa vo vnútri nás. Nezabudnite, že vlastne vnútro je vlastne, to je ten motor a ľudia v podstate sa musia zobudiť. Čiže musia si byť vedomí, že vo vnútri nás je práve ten učiteľ, ktorý nám hovorí. My sa učíme vo vnútri, je práve ten učiteľ.
Okay. And second, you are your own healer. Healing happens naturally. Okay. I can't say I will heal you. No, it is a self-healing process. And of course, there sometimes will be external support. We've had different people, we've had a lot of cancer patients as well who've had cancer, who are going through their medical side as well. We're not telling you to stop anything. We're telling you to integrate as well as a complementary system. Because we've had so many people who have had cancer going through chemo or whatever their medical side is, and they're doing the DRPF techniques as well as a complement to it. And they notice the difference. And some people have noticed how the side effects with chemo is less. So you understand that we are a complementary system. We are not telling you to stop anything, but add this on because you have no idea how much more strength it will add to your journey.
Takže v podstate my hovoríme, druhý krok je, že ty si vlastne, my sme vlastne vlastní liečitelia a môžeme, niekedy je to bezpečné, väčšinou je to bezpečné, vlastne naši liečitelia, bezpečné liečiace procesy prebiehajú v nás, aj keď my hovoríme teda tým kancerogénnym, napríklad máme pacientov, ktorí majú rakovinu, ale my nehovoríme, že majú zastaviť liečbu, lebo niekedy je potrebná tá externá liečba, ale iba hovoríme, aby zahŕňali naše techniky do ich zrýchlenia liečiaceho procesu vo vnútri nich. Čiže vlastne to sú naše techniky a vlastne nástroje.
Okay. And like I said before, experience is the only truth. Okay. I can't tell you that you will feel like this or this is what you will experience. No. You need to allow yourself to see how your body responds. Everybody's body and journey is different, right? So the body will respond differently. We should not compare with anyone else. Some people may feel lighter, some people feel heavier in the beginning, but any response is good. That means it is communicating back to whatever techniques, tools, anything it is.
To znamená, my si musíme skúsenosti vlastne my musíme počúvať, každý máme naše telo, naše telo vlastne musí dovoliť nás ako vidieť, ako my reagujeme, ale ako naše telo odpovedá na tie skúsenosti. A nesmieme sa porovnávať s nikým, pretože každý sme iný. A my musíme viac komunikovať so svojím telom, aby sme vedeli. Čiže počúvať ho a vlastne nechať mu takisto odpoveď, aby nám odpovedal.
Mm-hmm. And I was going to give a nice example and it's gone. Okay, anyhow. Let me, when that comes back, I will tell you. But in the meantime, I want you all to do a short experience with me, okay? To observe how you're feeling right now, physically. Like, are you feeling, heavy, light, any pain in the body? Just observe yourself, okay? And emotionally, one word, that you're feeling. If there are thoughts in your head, give it a number 100. This is the maximum right now. And then
1
we
to 100, 1 to 100.
see whatever thoughts you have, whether you have 5 or somebody has 2,
Mhm,
give it a number 100. Right now I have, okay, 100%. This is my thoughts
mhm.
right now. And see how does it shift after the experience.
Mhm. Takže vlastne v podstate Mikis hovorí, že nech urobíte krátku takú niečo vlastne, nech urobíte krátku skúsenosť so mňou z Niky, ako sa cítite emocionálne, ako to prebehne, čo cítite v jednou vetou emócií, keď ste tu v tomto momente a v percentách.
Okay, so I want you to take a comfortable position and close your eyes. Tatiana, this I will be slower, so you will need to give them instructions because it is experience. So, yeah. So as
Zatvorte, takže usaďte sa a pohodlne zatvorte oči
okay, and I want you to take your fingertips and place it on the center of the forehead.
a umiestnite dva prsty, ukazovák a prostredník oproti na čelo, medzi obočím.
Keep your focus over there in the center of the forehead.
Sústreďte sa na centrum čela, toho medziobočia.
And count 1 to 9.
A počítajte od 1 do 9.
Bring your fingertips to the tip of your nose.
Posunte prsty na koreň nosa, na koreň nosa.
Focus.
Sústreďte sa
1 to 9 count.
a počítajte od 1 do 9.
Come to your lips.
Na vaše pery, posunte prsty na vaše pery. Nad perami.
Focus.
Sústreďte sa,
1 to 9.
počítajte od 1 do 9.
Chin.
Brada,
Focus.
sústreďte sa
1 to 9.
1 do 9, počítajte.
Throat.
Krk, hrdlo,
upper chest,
náhrudník, horný hrudník,
heart,
srdce.
focus.
Sústredte sa.
Now I want you to take your hand and place it anywhere on the body where you have some pain.
A teraz umiestnite svoju ruku kdekoľvek na tele, kde cítite niečo.
Place the fingertips of both your hands, all your fingers.
Umiestnite vaše prsty, všetky prsty oboch rúk.
Wherever the pain is, I want you to tap.
Kdekoľvek je ten, čo cítite, nejaký problém, tak nech vniknete do toho.
I let go, I release.
Uvoľňujem a nechávam ísť.
Keep tapping.
Mm, mm, Stále dotýkajte sa. Podľapkávajte.
I let go, I release.
Uvoľňujem, nechávam ísť.
I let go, I release.
Nechávam ísť, uvoľňujem.
Stop tapping.
Zastavte podľapkávanie.
Observe how you're feeling.
Pozorujte, ako sa cítite.
If the pain was 100%, how much is it now?
Ak bolesť bola 100%, aká je teraz?
How are you feeling physically in the body? Is it heavier, lighter, or the same?
Cítite sa fyzicky vo vašom tele ľahšie, alebo ťažšie, alebo je to rovnaké?
Mentally, any thoughts? What you're listening to me is perception. Any other thoughts or zero thoughts?
Mentálne, aké myšlienky, čo iba počúvate, je iba vnímanie. Takže vlastne nemali by ste mať žiadne iné myšlienky, iba vnímať.
And one word, how you're feeling emotionally.
A jedno slovo, ako sa cítite emocionálne.
Slowly move your fingers and toes.
Pomaly pohybujte rukami a prstami.
Rub your hands together.
A potriete rukami oproti sebe.
Place it on your eyes.
Umiestnite na vaše oči ruky.
Close your eyes in the darkness of your palms.
Otvorte a zatvorte oči v tme pod vašimi rukami.
With your eyes open, gently remove your hands.
S vašimi očami otvorenými jemne uvoľnite ruky.
Observe how you felt and, tell us what happened in this experience for you.
Pozorujte, ako ste cítili a povedzte nám, čo ste vlastne ucítili, čo ste prežili, akú máte skúsenosť po tomto cvičení.
Good. I remember now what I had to say before. Okay. I wanted to tell you about so when my father, when he started doing sessions for people one-on-one, example, after they would become fine, and after 6 months, again the problem would reappear. And he said, why, this was the question. This was many years back. Then he realized that the environment is also impacting the stress. So there are different environmental stresses as well. It could be in your home also that could impact your health, and it's as simple as this for you to understand. When you, let's say, go to a police station versus going to the beach or to the church or whatever it is, how do you feel in this environment versus that environment? Like, how would you feel, Tatiana, if you had to go to a police station? What is the feeling like?
Is it really, if I would go to police station, it would be really stressful, definitely, for me.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I will expect the worst.
Yeah. And versus, if you go to a beach or, like a church or a temple or whatever, how do we feel usually?
Calmness, like contentment.
Exactly, right? And it's not just the environment, but we also impact the environment just as much as the environment impacts us. So that is how we have to understand that these are things working beyond the material level. It is working at far higher speeds, and you can feel it. That is the vibration you can feel,
Then chcela by som sa podeliť, Niky sa chce podeliť so skúsenosťou, že chcela by som vám povedať, on by vám chcel povedať, že môj otec, keď začal robiť sedenia s ľuďmi vlastne v dvojici, tak si uvedomil, že v podstate na prvom mieste vlastne je stres, ktorý v podstate má dopad na hlavu alebo na to rozmýšľanie takisto a spätne, čiže na dve strany. To znamená, aj prostredie bolo ovplyvnené tým stresom a my sme boli ovplyvnení tým stresom. Čiže vlastne predstavte si, keby sme také dve situácie rôzne, keď ideme na policajnú stanicu, čo môžeme čakať, ako sa cítime. A na opačnej strane, keby sme išli do kostola, aké sú naše emócie. A to je práve to, že za tým je niečo viac, ktoré je vyššie ako len fyzické telo, čiže je to vyššie, navyše niečo, čo vlastne my môžeme ovplyvniť takisto z našej strany a tým pádom aj prostredie sa ovplyvní.
And every word has a meaning, right? So whether I say a word in English, right, the meaning, even though the word is different in Slovakian or Mongolian or Hindi, whatever, right, the word might be different, but the meaning is the same. And it's the meaning which holds the vibration. The that is where it lies, over there, the strength, the power, you know, which is why people say you have to be aware of what you are saying, what are you putting out there, what are you creating. It's very important.
Napríklad, zoberme si príklad, že každé slovo má svoj význam. Samozrejme, napríklad je to iné napríklad v rôznych jazykoch, ako slovenský alebo mongolský, ale ten význam toho slova je stále ten istý a má za sebou vibráciu. Čiže my musíme rozumieť, že slovo ovplyvňuje, my musíme byť vlastne vedomí, čo povieme, a to je vlastne, to je tá vibrácia toho slova.
Okay. Another thing, other than the meaning, okay. Now, I can talk like this. See, or I can talk like this. The tone. As soon as I said that, you saw Tatiana just saw, oh, what happened? Nikki's gone crazy. Huh? No, the tone holds
Yes.
the energy, the emotion immediately. So you have to understand the power in sound, in tone. So that is why we as DRPF, other than techniques, there are techniques, there are tones, there are tools. And it is not working just on our internal environment, also our external environment. Every part is important.
Že vlastne tam je dôležitý, keď napríklad niekto zakričí, tak ten tón je dôležitý. Čiže v podstate tón nášho hlasu, pretože tón vlastne evokuje emócie v nás, tón nášho hlasu, to znamená, že sila v zvuku nášho hlasu alebo toho tónu je dôležitá, čiže čo povieme. A vlastne práve to my ako DRPF vlastne v podstate zaoberáme sa aj týmto, že tón a vlastne tie rôzne iné techniky, ktoré nie len na externej úrovni, ale aj na internej, na vnútornej úrovni. Čiže vlastne je.
Okay, so I think you all have understood here, you've got a nice brief introduction on who we are, okay? And if you have any questions, you resonate with us, please do reach out to Bat Jargal so she can, guide you on exploring this further. If you want to do one-on-one sessions or you want to attend a workshop, for example, one of the workshops that we're planning is in February 9th, correct? Okay, and that is called Boundless Healing. So, this would be a very good entry point for all of you to start to explore your very own potential.
Myslím, že ste rozumeli tuto všetkému, čo sme hovorili a čo vlastne kto sme. A keď budete mať nejaké vlastne otázky, tak určite sa kontaktujte s Buggy. My tiež vlastne plánujeme mať workshop vo februári a vlastne tam tam sú vlastne sa zaoberá vašim bez nejakých, bezhraničné vlastne uvedomenia, alebo vlastne je,
Boundless, boundless healing.
Vyzdravenie.
okay, je.
Vyzdravenie.
Je, akože liečenie, v podstate naše liečenie, že sme vlastne bez limitácií, vnútorné liečenie tiež.
Okay. And it's never too late or never too early to start. I want to tell you that I started this journey, rather, I think it was probably my purpose. I was born after my parents were already on this journey, you know. So I feel for me, I was nurtured in this environment, learning all of this from the very start. And I have also had, my fair share of health issues ever since I was born. Something kept coming. And obviously, whenever anybody has a problem, we wonder why me, and it took a while to understand why not me. I was meant to learn from everything. So no matter what negative circumstances you're going through, remember it is teaching you something, to learn from it, to grow from it, and eventually, you never know who you're going to help. So embrace every side of you and continue your growth. This is my vision for all. I want everyone to be happy and be in peace as much as they can, and to do this for themselves. That is my vision for this world and whoever's hearts I can touch.
Lebo ja keď som bola vlastne malá, ja som vyrastala v rodine, v podstate tam, kde som bola, sa niečo, teda stále som vyrastala v takom prostredí, kde som videla okolo seba, aj keď sa stále niečo dialo a stále som sa pýtala, buď som mala nejaké problémy a stále som sa pýtala, že prečo ja. Ale potom som si uvedomila vlastne, prečo nie ja. Čiže my si musíme uvedomiť, že ako negatívne myslenie vlastne ovplyvňuje to, čo vytvára, to, čo sa deje v budúcnosti, alebo to, čo následuje. A nikdy nie je neskoro začať vlastne sa liečiť tiež aj vlastne samú seba takisto. A my musíme začať rásť, rozvíjať to vnútro, čo máme vo vnútri, a vlastne využiť ho. A vlastne to je to, čo vlastne máme v sebe. Je to, čo nás začne naplňať v budúcnosti. Čiže áno.
Okay, and we are a global community. We have students and teachers, in many different countries, including, Dubai, US. We have people in India, Mongolia, of course. Okay, we have it in Europe, in Belgium, in where else in Europe? We have Sweden, we have Germany, so many different countries. I don't want to keep listing all of the places, but it would be wonderful to have you on board with us, and if your curiosity is, we've touched on your curiosity, please do join us. We would love to have you be a part of our family.
My sme vlastne globálna spoločnosť, komunitná spoločnosť, ktorá má vlastne sídlo po celom svete, v USA, Belgium, Švédsku, Nemecku. A určite vás uvítame, keď sa stanete súčasťou našej komunity, a neváhajte, aj zo zvedavosti sa môžete zúčastniť.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. We will put the details of the upcoming workshop and even Bachcharka's details on this post so that you can easily get in touch with us.
Ďakujeme a vlastne informácie pripevníme k nášmu workshopu, keď teda príde detaily, budú uvedené.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Bagi. Anything you want to say? And then we will be done.
A ja ďakujem
Bagi,
pekne.
sorry, Bagi, keď môžeš niečo povedať ešte?
A som veľmi vďačná mojej učiteľke aj Tatiane, lebo ja neviem po anglicky jednak a druhák je, moja slovenčina nie je až taká perfektná a že si nám pomohla, aj si prijala moju ponuku a za to som veľmi vďačná. A tak sa budem sa snažiť, aby som, keď tu na slovenskej krajine veľmi dlho žijem, aj užívam, aj vďačná som. A tak prečo by som nemohla urobiť niečo dobré pre Slovensko, a tak skúsime z mojich síl. Veľmi pekne ďakujeme všetkým.
Ďakujem. Bagi, she is saying that she's so grateful to you, Nikki, to me, that she can be like part of it, and because she is living so long time in Slovakia, she would like to do something for Slovak people as well. And she would be grateful if they can come forward as well to us.
Yes, perfect. I agree, and thank you so much, Tatiana. It was really wonderful. I hope you enjoyed also.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It was really a pleasure. Thank you, everyone, and keep in touch with all of us.
Thank you so much. Thank you to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.